Okay. Could be live. Should have my mic working and everything. I had to go pretty far back to find this, so there was the RoboCat trailer, which I'll rewatch. It's a good way to start.
Gear producer.
Okay, here it is. I do want to rewatch this. Dude, I love that he rents the body, by the way. I think that's so funny for RoboCat. Alright. It's a little too bright. That's better. Way better. Okay, here we go. Also, love that he's got the roller skate run. He's got the fucking moped. Well, he's such a silly guy. I used to be a RoboCat hater when I didn't really understand just how different he was from Kai. Like, this is a completely unique man. Dude, also, he's got like a self-destruct move, which I really hope works like 2B's self-destructing Grand Blue, because it'd be funny. Get ready to robo. I didn't catch that part when I first watched this. Alright. Anyways, let's do theater mode.
In July 2nd.
I'm excited for RoboCat.
Today, I don't have much more to announce, but just a little bit of another slide. Let's show it.
There we go.
So, Arc War Tour Finals will be held in New York City, and today's top 8 is the path to New York. Thank you again.
Which is really cool. All right. Oh, I forgot they did do this. Dude, I love the album art for all these. This is gonna... I didn't get to see anything. So I have no idea who got into top 8. I don't know who ends up winning or anything else like that. Unica! Dude, I was thinking about it, and with the character stories and everything, and a bunch of the other, like, random shit that they, maybe not random shit. I was just trying to think of what might happen, in terms of the next 2 DLC characters. I think what is going to be the case is we get another Exerd character, and then we're going to get a, actually, yeah, I feel like Exerd character, I feel like Kai is the throwback, and then the last thing that we're probably going to end up getting is either it's going to be a new character, similar to how Unica was new for season 4, and I guess season 3 didn't have a new character, but season 2 have a new character? I don't think so. I think it was Happy Chaos in Season 1. Right? Because Season 2 was Bridget and a bunch of other things. Answer a Raven would be cool. But like, I don't know. My personal thing, even though lore-wise makes no sense, this is just a character that, even though they already sort of exist in the form of Dizzy currently, I would love to see Justice. But I don't really have any characters anymore that I like really want anymore. Okay, Red Ditto, Nitro, Keishu. Yeah, Gold. I forgot about Gold Lewis. Varix. Asuka, that's who I was forgetting for Season 2. Season 3 I know is all like characters from Exerd / I guess Accent Core with Abba. Anyways, I don't know why I'm still waiting. This happened hours ago. Okay. I want to real quick look at this. We got Kermit, got Nitro. Dude, super USA focused. Holy. Varix on loser's side. TY, Jiro, Keishu. Okay. I like winner's side a lot. Winner's side will be pretty fun to watch. Not the biggest fan of this is like the only one where I'm like iffy on watching. I'll still watch it, obviously. But like, this looks fun. This looks really fun. This looks like probably the most fun of the initial matches, if I'm honest. But I'm excited. I didn't get to watch any of this. I have no idea who got to. I think I saw a winner's semis thumbnail, but that was it. Dude, Nitro getting a 20. I don't know. My brain is rooting for Red Ditto because I'm just playing Ram right now. But there's a lot of... This will just be a fun top 8. I think the only one I really just don't care about... I don't want to see Johnny win. Keishu Watamu is phenomenal player, but I just don't care. Bike and Leo, this is going to be so fun to watch. All right.
Everybody in the stadium, are we ready for Guilty Gear? That's what I like to hear as we get ourselves started and off the races right away.
Got the tatami mats. Good 6P. I do miss the Nitro Geo, if I'm honest. But ooh, great parry. Good attempt on the 6P from Nitro, but okay, caught a mash, but DP gonna be able to break it out. And this is where things get scary. Not gonna use burst. Interesting. Like, part of me understands it. You don't have that much health left, so just accepting that you're probably gonna die here does make sense, but I don't know. I feel like you didn't need to risk it. I think you could use burst and have enough health to warrant still taking the round, but I guess you keep it for round 2. Makes sense. But Nitro gonna be able to take it. Great 6P again. Dude, I forget, Nitro's so good at using Leo 6P. That was a weird projectile to try to throw out. Okay, good damage. I love going for the burst safe route there. Also. Just the raw sweep. Or no, that's a... Is that 2H on Viking? I always forget. Go again for the burst safe. Going to live, but Kermit just not using burst feels so wrong, especially in top 8, and just the trade. Nitro's So fucking good. Evo is Nitro's home, man. I want to see Nitro or Ditto to win, if I'm honest. But they've also... I'm pretty sure Ditto's won a Guilty Gear Evo. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it was something else that I've seen Ditto win. Maybe it was an Arc World Tour. But I know Nitro has won an Evo. I'm like 90% sure on that. Okay. This is really bad for Kermit, by the way. I didn't really talk about it at all, but Nitro is just demolishing right now. This does not look even slightly doable. Great grab. Good safe jump, and the charge dust punish. Yeah, you're forced to burst there. And you're probably dead. Yeah. Yeah. Nitro up 2. Just... we get in the instant 3-0. Looking like we might get the instant 3-0, but let's see. Okay. Dude, I don't know if Baiken can make that a safe jump or what, but dude, Nitro's in his head. Nitro's in his head. Dude. They're telling me we get grab after grab. We don't have safe jumps on lock with Kermit right now. We're DPing everything. Okay. Fair enough. Burst. No. Oh. We wait for one hit. Interesting. Great use of the parry there. Okay. All of a sudden... does that hit? Okay, it does. I wasn't sure because of the parry initially. Kermit somehow managed to take that game. Or, I guess that round. But I was not expecting that. That felt very much like Nitro was just taking that with flying colors, but okay. Dude, the DPs, the flash kicks, whatever you want to call it, from Nitro are just so good right now. Okay, force the burst, good. Oh no, oh no, we got Leo in back turn. We got the new move. We don't know what to do. Okay. Wow. And this is... it's not your life, but it's so much of your health. You do have enough meter for something here. Dude, I feel like he was just testing to see if the YRC was coming out. Okay. We just need, like, one hit for Nitro. And that's the one hit. Dude, Nitro's so fucking good.
This is Nitro dealing with. What's he gonna do?
In a spot like that, when
this is...
has been so successful challenging. Oh, and the 6P a little too close.
Dude, again, these 6Ps from Nitro are so fucking good. Okay, we're just gonna take the pressure, get the flash kick. We don't flash kick that. Interesting. Maybe actually respecting some options a little bit more. Okay, we got the safe jump. Force use burst here. Makes sense. Ooh, that was a bad run-in. Yeah, this should be... no, not going to be your life, actually. You have one more chance of your Nitro. Okay, we have back turn. Ooh, beautiful parry. All right. Interesting. Just the red RC. Okay, yeah, I'll do it. Finds the dash back. We get on the board. Kermit gets on the board.
trying hard to be aggressive and not get put in positions where he was going to need to FD. He needed to earn an RC at some point there to be able to really have a chance to get back into it. Good recognition.
All right.
Kermit, backdash to the move there every time. So smart.
Talking that's dash forward 2K. Okay.
It's Kermit really cannot get hit. Okay, fine. Amazing grab to find. DP out. Ooh, that's a big counter hit for Nitro. You get back turn, you get corner pressure. Great JS though. These 6Ps though, you are not gonna be able to find yourself jumping in very long against Nitro. It just isn't gonna happen. You get like one per round, and then Nitro's gonna 6P or flash kick or just back up. Okay? Maybe not one per round, but like you don't get more than 3. That's the super. Get the hard knockdown. Have burst available if you're Kermit though. We're doing Nitro. Dude, that was nasty. Hold up. I gotta rewatch that. We get the charged hit, and then we call out the JS. The instant air dash.
No reason.
Oh, that was filthy. That was a filthy, filthy round. Okay. Perio and Red Ditto. I forgot who Perio plays.
I mean, what can you say, man? This guy is an absolute block. Is more.
I know I've seen them before. Why? Oh God. It's evil Red Ditto. It's blue-eyed Red Ditto. Blue Ditto.
Evo fan is North America scene. Red Ditto assistant 3. It's gonna be
Oh, Gold Lewis, right.
Gold Lewis, but Red the big.
Yeah. Here we go.
Another winners
Ram versus Gold Lewis.
North American Classic here is again the air-to-air.
I like watching Gold Lewis players because I like watching people beat Gold Lewis.
Dario, the retreating JD, beautiful choice.
Big jump in hate, yeah. Don't want to mess with that button.
Right. We're backing up. We're waiting for the sword to come back. We get we get that throw. Okay, we're looking for pressure. We're looking to start something. Great jump P. A Cheerio. All right, there's the cross up. We do drop it, but we find the low. That's going to be a ton of damage. And positive bonus. And it doesn't matter, we just walk back far slash. Okay, force him in the corner. No throws today, but we do get the burst. But we don't have swords. If you're Ditto, okay, you do find your swords again. Ooh, okay. We find those. Oh. Oh, we drop. We go for a reset for the grab. Okay, we are gonna use burst here. Makes enough sense, but all of a sudden looking way worse, and that's gonna be your life, isn't it? Yeah. Rough if you're Ditto. Okay, far slashes. Dude, if you're Ditto, you must be so happy that your character has literally not once been unviable. You've always had like a top 5 character the whole game. At worst, like a top 8 or top 9 character. Like, Ram has never been mid-tier. She's debatably never been high tier. She's almost always been top tier. So if you're Ditto, like, character you play, you must be happy about. Okay, all of a sudden, though, like, Cherio's in a really good position here. Great throw. Great call out on the gold burst. And we catch the backdash from the BRC. That was so good from Cherio. God damn.
So many people fall into that pressure, that whole sequence, right? And
That was really good from Cherio, using that BRC in that spot there.
It's the explosion and then you die, right? But the patience, the control of the momentum on Cherio there was phenomenal.
And we're just zoning with far slashes. We're just not letting the approach happen. Okay. We're not giving free 6Ps either.
I think that's a really good thing to point out. Even though Cherio's winning, it's kind of a reaction. Yeah. It's a reaction to what is being upon them.
We're playing Red Ditto's game right now.
Yeah.
Windshield wipers, RC fakes the cross up and is going to delay a little bit.
That was a really good throw break from Cherio, but I do like the idea from Red Ditto. You haven't really just run up and did the throw yet. Ooh. That's death. Dude, Cherio. Cherio might be moving on, man. Ditto's got to pull some magic out, and soon. The Red Ditto adaptation has to occur at least slightly right now. I feel like even if it's just a round, getting to game or round 3 again just improves your mental so much. Okay.
I mean, this is so winnable. Oh, as I say that.
Full security here too. Recognize. Yeah.
Dude, the problem is like it is Gold Lewis, right?
2P stops it, but great PRCs on both sides. Red Ditto takes back control in the corner.
Great pace.
Dude, I love how Red Ditto uses 2K. It's like, I'm gonna 2K you, and then I'm gonna 5K you, and if you were too aggressive in your jump, then you're just gonna end up back on the ground, and I get to reset the 1-2, essentially. Okay. Get on the ground. Okay, we do get the cross-up finally. Go for the 2 hits, just get the normal hard knockdown. Don't focus on it too much. And that's such a great 5K press. And we do get hit by the jump in, but nothing off of it. Oh. Ditto's so good at the high-low mix, man. Ditto has so many different ways to break your ankles. Whether it is the jump K, whether it's empty jump into 2K, whether it's multiple jump Ps in case you're trying to, you know, expect a JK and then the 2K right after. Ditto's movement on Ram is what is so good. Great 2P mash. That was amazing recognition from Cherio there. Okay. We get the overhead. Get the tap dust. Okay, we could have found it, but great drone from Cherio. Also, I didn't even mention it, but Red Ditto getting last game is huge to stay in this. I feel like the games where it looks like someone is gonna win, it's gone to the other person though. So like, who knows? Maybe Ditto loses this game. Okay, here's the mix. Cherio ready for it that time, but it doesn't matter. Gets caught mashing out. And, like, that's the thing with Ram in this matchup, is just, like, she always has a button to keep Gold Lewis where she wants him at any range. Okay, great burst. Like, dude, just the 5K. Ditto's able to just use this 5K, put you in such a bad time. That was an insane perfect. That was just walking the dog. No, okay, that wasn't walking the dog. That was like, I don't know. Walking the dog is what Nitro did to fucking Kermit in the previous game. Or in the previous set. Like, what Nitro did earlier was just not okay. That was understanding every single thing going on in your opponent's head for like 2 games straight. But Ditto, I don't know, where like Nitro is able to get hard read after hard read after hard read right and force you to guess in ways where there's 1 right answer and 3 wrong answers. Ditto almost like is able to mathematically keep you stuck for so much longer. Okay, Ditto, I see you. And like this is like quite literally what I was meaning like previously, where it's like you always have meter, you always have a sword, you always have something that just lets you continue pressure no matter what. And like that's Ditto's strength, is you don't get to take your turn. That's 2 perfects in a row. Now it's walking the dog. Your Cherio, this definitely hurts because you played so well in the second half of game 1 and the first half of game 2. But all of a sudden, like again, Ditto is either just keeping you locked down in the corner with far slashes, has enough meter to make sure you don't get a way out. Great, okay, blue burst. Makes sense. I don't know why I'm saying blue burst like it's fucking wild assault. Other than, I guess there's blue burst and gold burst. But, okay. Here we go. And yeah, good recognition from Ditto to not burst there. I don't think you're taking that round. Because you're bursting, but you're putting yourself back in the corner, and that's the problem with burst there. Okay, good damage. Wow, I thought that was going to be Cherio getting the grab. That looked so much more like Cherio's shot. That's not killing, is it? Oh my god, it is. Dang. God damn, Ditto.
Offline, on the are going to
at checkout is
this as we can finally try today. We'll see that a little bit later because
so we have Keishu, we have Jiro, we have Varix, and we have Tai. Varix versus Tai will be very fun to watch. And then I'm hoping Jiro beats Keishu, but we'll see.
Two back of a couple tough matchups here. Did take that loss to Kermit. Will get in single.
That would be so cool. Doing it with, you know, speaking of different characters, Robin.
The way to this spot is genuinely unbelievable.
That
On top of that, the traveling.
Dude, like Anji.
Like, and you've got so much more pressure on you. Right? It's not like you can
Sorry,
just
I've
down the
had a
road
weird
and
cough
this isn't like a local
all
spread.
day today.
So
It's been driving me
we're
insane.
gonna get our next match in this top 8. What the move with the
We got Anji.
in the white versus Jiro.
I can't say Anji without coughing.
Some people
Jesus.
said no, not today. Go through the first, but still under a little bit of pressure here.
Love that little step back.
Okay, we find a little bit of damage.
Find the touch again, an opportunity with plenty of meter in our pocket.
Oh,
Tries to stack with the
okay, that was a really good mash from Keishu. Okay, we get the hard knockdown, but we are dealing with a 100-meter Anji now, still 50-meter. Oh, that was so good from Keishu, though. That was just really good recognition. Okay.
Trade at the start, not the trade you want to see though. You gotta close this distance here and he's put some of those.
Ooh.
Right option, wrong spacing. I like the idea with the throw.
And that's gonna be a wall break. That's good. Such good damage.
And a full burst restored for Jiro.
All from like a pseudo shimmy, a dancing shimmy, because we canceled the twirl early. Okay, makes sense. You don't want to take really any more damage here. Okay, Keishu, I don't think that was the play, but we drop it. What are we doing, Jiro? Why do we drop that? That was the round. And now we have to guess one more time? Okay. We just double overhead. Dash back. No. Was that the start of twirl? Okay. Far slash makes sense. Not able to do too much. Good mash from Keishu. Dude, these jumps from Jiro have been so good. They caught Keishu so many times. Okay, we keep our turn. We keep our turn. We force burst. And we just don't care. That's the super, and that should be your life. Yeah. Looked like maybe it wasn't going to do it, but we do find it.
The situation there was we go for that same 2H reset that we saw before, and it looks like Keishu identified it just a split second too late. Yeah. We did get counter hit. We wanted that same answer, but just wasn't quite ready, wasn't quite quick enough. It's hard to stay on the ball in a moment like this, but I mean, that's what it takes to be a champion. Keishu, intimately familiar with the concepts here, is unfortunately.
I always love when tournaments show like losers round 1 because it's technically a new bracket within top 8. Like, if you just look at losers round 1, you're like, damn, these shitters are this good? What the fuck? But then you realize it's it's top 8. It's losers 8s, essentially.
Sweeping the leg still works out. Chip damage is enough. Round apiece. Keishu.
Great air throw from Keishu. Okay. Both throws. I think we guessed on the second throw, but Keishu just going for the close slash. Makes sense. You're forced to guess. Great press there. Okay. Just keep it in your turn. Great mash. I don't agree with that burst, but might end up working out. We don't get the jump heavy. Dude, that was such a good call out. What the fuck? Okay, well, we're going crazy. If we get this round, great jump, but we're not going to find the kill here. Great jump away, but it doesn't matter. However, we got so much of our burst meter back. And we took Keishu's. going into round 3, and that's what matters here. Trying to twirl in, not going to be able to. Great snipe with that 5K. Johnny's 5K lasts so long, it's actually insane. Okay, we try to twirl, it doesn't matter. I appreciate the attempt on the 2S there, but Keishu's spacing just leveled the fuck up right now. There's the throw. This is not looking good, and there's the second throw, and heavy slap. Oh, well, that also works.
Understands the assignment.
Mad casual walk up. That was horrible.
He knew. Fool me once.
Yeah, we're 1-1. Doesn't matter too much.
Oh my god, absolutely will not get fooled again. Sweet chin music with the 5K, perfectly spaced. Kick the headband off.
Okay, we get the lows.
Look at the birdie. Stay firm.
I do appreciate trying to go for the low again on that pressure sequence. You've already gone for a couple, and you're hoping that Keishu does the surely they're going to change what they want to do now idea. And that is going to be your life? Question mark? No, barely going to live. Okay, we get damage. We don't continue, but we find a throw. We get another throw. Oh, no! Zero called it out in everything, but they were just too far to find the kill. Okay, we gold burst, but it doesn't matter. However, we are going to get back to 50 meter instantly. Holy shit. This is tragic. Keishu's just demolishing now. Jiro was in Keishu's head at the end of that last game. And Keishu just being godly with these mashes and then Senga taking it. Oh, Jiro, that could have been it. That could have been it, Jiro. Maybe not it, obviously, but like, you could be 2-1 right now in your favor. Not 2-1 in Keishu's.
We're going to get pretty aggressive here, I believe. Under tension. On deck. Jiro. Oh, that was nice. That was nice. The little
alright.
tiny micro.
We get the super. Get the hard knockdown. We do have to deal with 100 meter. Okay, good use of the BRC from Keishu. You have to guess. We do block high this time. This is the one that's the grab. Oh, it doesn't even matter. And Senga. Dude, Jiro's getting Keishu to that last bit of health, but just is not finding the last hit needed. That's the problem. Okay. Ooh! Crazy shimmy. Yeah, we're optimizing our meter gain, and honestly, it makes sense. We need literally like 2 points of meter. Okay, little rough. Okay, here's the combo, and we just try to mash out of the corner. Interesting. Okay, come on, Jiro. Let's bring this to game 5, baby. First fish we've seen the whole set. Okay. Great block. Okay. That's going to be a wall break, though. Just barely, too. We have meter, but we just mash, and that might be our life. I don't think it is. I think you just barely live this. But we don't get burst either. That's tragic. Oh.
It's J for Johnny, but it's B for victory. Keishu, an incredible sequence.
That was really good from Keishu. Shoutouts to Keishu there. That's what? Keishu versus Kermit now, or is that Keishu versus, Oh, why can't I remember the tag? Cario. Okay, and then Varix or Ty versus Kermit. I feel like that's Varix favored. Damn, looking at this, Varix actually might have a really good losers. Maybe not against Keishu, but like I feel like Varix wants to play into Gold Lewis. Varix wants to play into Ty. Varix wants to play into Kermit. Nago's insane right now though, so like of course you want to run into shit. It just doesn't matter to you if you're Varix, I feel, who you're fighting. Maybe like Ditto, and that's it. Ditto's like the only one I feel like Varix doesn't want to fight. So you're just hoping that Ditto doesn't make it to with a character like Nago to make your opponent fearful of your. I mean,
I actually agree, and I think the key
you don't want Ditto getting all the way up to Grand's winner's side. I feel if you're Varix, I think trying to beat Ditto in 2 sets just isn't gonna end up happening for you. But I could be wrong. It's like not unheard of, but I do feel like that's one of the few matchups that might be a little harder on Nago right now, just because you actually have the hitboxes to contest, and so many other characters just don't have that.
But TY has picked the Geo for the button check. That doesn't mean anything.
Button checks are a lie.
They could be. Could be false information. Like you said, I kind of think the Geo is coming. I don't think TY is going to go for the Slayer.
Well, like, I don't know. It's hard to.
In terms of to the dance for the top 8.
It's hard to say, right? I mean, that's also like. Again, that'd be if it's Grands. Which. I mean, I could easily see it happening. Ditto's good enough to happen, but it also could be like losers semis, or not semis, finals.
An opportunity to continue your rise to greatness here at
But here it is.
26. It's a scary one too. I mean,
I feel like if it's losers finals, Varix likely wins the tournament. If it's Grands, I feel like it's Ditto. If Varix doesn't even get there, it doesn't happen. If you're Ty, this looks like a very rough losers run though, because you have to deal with Nago. You have to deal with potentially Johnny or Baiken, which maybe you're more fine fighting Baiken in that case. Actually, you're probably more fine fighting Johnny just because you have better whip punish opportunity. But like you have to get it done against Varix right now, which feels hard, but holy shit, maybe not. TY just TY. I've never known how you say the tag, but that is that's a statement. Who knows? Maybe it's gonna be Ty taking it all. Okay, we no double perfects in this house, but okay, burst coming out. This, I feel like Varix. If Varix beats Ty, Varix is at least getting to losers finals. I don't see whoever Varix has to potentially fight next being a problem. Like, I don't think Kermit is a problem at all for Varix here. So it's, you need to beat Geo, and then you need to be one of oh, why can't I think of the other side of bracket right now? Either Gold Lewis or the other. Also, this is insane from TY right now. This is just unhinged aggression. Like, we're catching backdashes with run-up 2P? Are we serious?
You have to really like hold your ground, and I think Varix was doing that a little bit earlier, like we saw the preemptive 6Ps, because, like I said, most characters can't escape Geo, let alone a big body like Nago.
And it just feels like, I mean, TY's just beating Varix to a lot of the timing there. I think you're right. I think a lot of
Varix entering the Mind Palace.
Out of the order.
Dude, I feel like once Varix is able to start figuring out round start, is when this is gonna just turn the other way. This is a very round start dependent matchup, I feel. Neutral is hard for both of them because, like, Geo is so good at whiff punishing, but also you're dealing with some of the largest, scariest moves in the entire game with so much block stun. So, like, neutral is scary for Ty because if you get, or TY, because if you get hit, that's like actually just like 80% of your life, and sometimes you're just dead. Holy, that kills. All right. Just blocking. Again, this is a very round start dependent matchup. Good block, good 5k, and the whiff on the far slash is really good if you're Varix. Great heavy slash though from TY. But no burst. That's very important. If Varix loses this round, yep. Very good recognition from Varix. You've won the round in the sense of you got rid of TY's burst. Great 2D. Dude, Ty might just straight up, maybe not 3-0. Varix gets a game. It's if Varix gets to game 2 at all, whether it's first or second, Varix is winning the set. So, like, TY can let him win one. It can happen once, but it can't happen again. If Varix gets to a 2-1, that's it. Also, that was... I love seeing air throws, man. Look at this shit. We're walking them down. We get the blood in. You get scared. You're like, oh shit. Like, that's the thing. Varix did this so many times yesterday, and no one learned from it. Varix uses this move, Nago's new move, whatever it's called, the fucking sword plunge, I'll just say. Varix uses this as a way to be like, oh no, I can use as many blood moves as I want. You have to guess, so instead of guessing, why don't you just try and jump away? Why don't you try to disengage from playing with me right now? And then every time, if Varix has meter, there's the PRC, there's the throw, and there's your life. It genuinely happened so many times watching Varix yesterday. And by so many times, it happened like twice. But like, Varix uses that move from Nago more as a bluff, more as like a, do you want to deal with Nago with essentially unlimited blood in the corner, or while you're in the corner, specifically, or do you want to try and jump out? And I'm going to read whichever one you're fine with me doing, because it turns into a 50-50, because like when you have that much gauge, the baseball bat, holy, Varix is heating up. This is like the thing that if you were TY, you need to stop now. Varix becomes like the scariest player in the room once he heats up. That's genuinely why I don't think you can let Varix get to 2 wins. Because it gives him too much time to have adapted. Okay, we do get the round. Using all our meter on Roman cancels. No supers in sight. And that is huge. You're in the corner. Throw. Next hit, and that's the burst. No, but it doesn't matter. We just wait. Varix. Okay, so Varix won this game. Or this set, I mean. TY still might take a game, but Varix 100% winning this whole set. No shot we see a switch. Are we dead ass? Are we seeing the TY Slayer? No shot, right? This is a breather. We're gonna go back to Geo in like 4 seconds. Oh, we're going Slayer. Okay, I might be wrong, but I don't know. I feel like this gets harder now, all of a sudden. I feel like you are trading your adaptability to whiff punish for a much more straightforward pressure game. Or maybe not even pressure, but mix-up game. Like, yeah, no, this is it. I don't think this was the switch. I think the Geo still had the chance to at least bring this to a game 5. I don't think you get it here. Yeah. Oh, we drop it, but it doesn't matter. This is like the exact thing. Okay, we at least mash out. We get the mix-up. That's the thing. TY's hoping that the mix-up game is enough, but the neutral, I feel like, just gets so much worse. Like, at the very least, you are able to way more effectively whiff punish Varix. This isn't bad, though. But does that... No, okay, we do block. That's going to be the round. Maybe we get to game 5. We might get to game 5. It depends. Round start? That's bad if you're TY. Yeah, that's really bad if you're TY now. You do have burst. You have a chance. And you get locked down. You're forced on the ground. Good weight. Varix has to guess. Oh! Yeah. Yeah. Varix just... I don't necessarily blame TY for the switch, but I feel like the Geo still had a chance because the Geo made it very close still. But maybe you're doing the I'm switching because I feel like he's figured me out more than I've figured him out, and I just need to reset. I know what I can do on this character to punish his habits, and maybe he doesn't know how I like playing this character, so that's why I'm switching. That's like a very legitimate reason I feel like to switch, even if in theory it's like the worst character for the job. But I think Varix is a player where that rarely, if ever, is going to work. And dude, that throw, that air throw, it told me exactly what I needed to know for the rest of the set. Like, it was that air throw into this insanely fucking just dominant round. Both of those were just insane.
ability to hit you from full screen, right?
Action, so don't go anywhere. Guilty Gear Strive will be back.
All right, we got Keishu and Cheerio next, which
we do have who can battle through is now it is going to be
okay.
Cheerio and
Yeah, Kermit Varix. This I feel like Kermit's getting washed. I'm sorry. I feel like that's gonna happen.
Again, two players familiar with the spot, to continue to try and keep that momentum.
Keishu Cheerio. This could go either way. I really don't know who's gonna end up taking this one. Gold Lewis, Johnny. I feel like this is going to be one of those matchups where, like, on paper, Johnny just wins. But I feel like Gold Lewis has, like, just enough tools to where once you're in, Johnny's just kind of fucked, right? Like, I feel like that's what this kind of matchup is like, the second Johnny has to block one mix-up, he's just stuck in the blender for so much longer than so many other characters. And it's because, like, he can't easily far slash out, he can't easily, like, so many of his moves have just enough startup that Gold Lewis is able to be like, nope, you're just not finding a way out, with the exception of 2P. But, like, same thing, Gold Lewis very much so has to deal with the insane Johnny mix-ups, right? I truly don't know how this is going to end up going. Great mash out, but it doesn't matter. And that is maybe your life? We drop the combo, but it doesn't matter because we mash. We are mashing Keishu. Okay. Trying to find a way in. Bar slash. This is bad all of a sudden. Great throw break. Amazing recognition from Cheerio. But doesn't matter what's my name. Big damage. Great throw. Purposely whiffing in the air. Okay, we want this round now. We are not letting Cheerio out of the corner whatsoever. We are not playing neutral. We are finding our hits, and we are killing him. Alright, round 3. I feel like this is a very important game to get. Game 1s are important, Game 2s are more, so. And then if it's 1-1, Game 3 doesn't exist, doesn't matter. Anything that happens in a Game 3 is just, it's a moot point. Game 4 is where it's at. Great 6P. Okay, great block, and that is your life. That was really good from Cheerio. Just not letting Keishu find that way out. And like that's what I was talking about earlier. I feel like Johnny struggles slightly harder than some characters finding a way out of the corner now. Because, like, Far Slash does give really good range, and it's fairly fast. But... like, the main thing is, like, your kick comes out slightly slower than the rest of the cast, I'm pretty sure, right? Instead of frame 7, it's like frame 8 or 9. Maybe I'm just fucking lying out of my teeth. Okay, we do block low. This is the one that's going to be the grab. No, I was wrong. I also got hit, Keishu. Or sorry, Cheerio. Keishu hit me there. Okay, we're blocking. We're grab breaking. I feel like you are okay with getting hit there. We are going for some... Okay, we were going for some fake shit for a minute there. The thing is you really need Johnny in the corner. If he has any way to back up at all, it becomes so much harder to find a way in. Great air throw. You are not escaping the corner. There's the grab. We try to get the low. We are not letting you out of this corner, Keishu. You are stuck here for the rest of your days. You're just gonna take throws. You're gonna force to block over and over again. And yeah, like that is what I'm talking about. That is why, like, Johnny still is able to definitely lose this matchup, despite I think having the much better use in neutral. Just because your far slash is really good, misfire is amazing, card throw lets you just keep your turn for so much longer. But this is not good if you're Johnny. You're stuck in the corner. And that is your life, isn't it? No. One more hit and it would have been. Okay, we find a throw. Do we gold burst? We do not gold burst. Do we do any sort of bursting? No, we just trade and we win. Okay. 2-0 to Cheerio right now. This is not looking for Keishu. Looking good for Keishu.
I hope there's a Saga cosplayer in this. In the audience going, I approve. Yes. Oh, that's been the bane of many players and characters' existence. The 2Ps, the elbows from Gold Lewis. It seems to just out-prioritize.
Okay, here we go.
I'm at least getting a trade here. 2 games up. Keishu. Gonna have to turn it up right now. That card.
Early burst. Okay, I do think that you have to do that if you're Keishu, but this is now a little scarier. Okay, we find a way in. We have the meter for the combo, but now we have mix-up opportunity for both of us. We're dropping the combo, Keishu. Okay, I appreciate minigun pull. Great 6P, not going to be able to get much else off of it. And that is going to be your life, right? We don't drop those? Yeah, we don't drop those. Okay, Keishu up around. But we've seen this happen before, and then Cheerio just does some shit like that, and now you're in the corner against Gold Lewis without burst. And you have to guess 80 million times. Great dash back. But it doesn't matter. We're getting hit by tap dusts. Huge damage. We do have burst again, but I don't even know if it matters anymore. Okay, we get enough meter to go for the full combo.
Oh, what a awkward place to stand in case you were just like, I'm gonna wait for you to jump. I know you have
okay, we find a mix-up, force out the burst, but here we go. We have the evil super. Great use of that YRC, staying just outside of the range there.
Oh, he's playing it safe. Oh, he's staying outside of forest range.
Okay. Yep, minigun. Just, I am not dealing with your card throw. But it doesn't matter. You had to deal with the card throw, and you did not realize that you would get chipped out there. 2-1 to Cheerio. We're still up a game. This is the important one though. See, game threes, they don't matter. If you're up 2, you're always losing. Game 3 does not, like, unless you're, I guess, Nitro so far. Game 3 has, like, rarely, if ever, actually been the deciding factor. Game 2 lets you know if you're going to have a lead going into shit or not. And then game 4 is obviously important because one's on set point and the other has to still manage to get to game 5. Game 3s are also the most boring because it's like you've done a little bit of adapting and a little bit of understanding of what your opponent wants to do, but not so much that you're like doing the crazy soul reads. Unless maybe you're trying to do it if you're down 2-0. But like... And like, game 3s still don't matter even if it is a 3-0 because like, yeah, they technically matter. But like, if you win 3-0, you really beat them game 2. Go for the low, we get the grab. Overhead. Okay, deflect shield. We find a little bit of space for Keishu. There's the 6P overhead. Great mash. That mash kept Keishu alive. And now you have the potential to do some fucked shit. I definitely got hit by one of those 2 counter hits. I won't say which one. I was definitely trying to grab in one of those. Alright, and it's just going to be the 2P that gets us there. Yeah, Cherio laughing it off, being like, yeah. Alright, Cherio moves on. We have Gold Lewis. We have probably Cherio versus Varix later, if I'm honest. Like, if I'm so for real, that's Cherio versus Varix. I don't see... Like, Varix is getting to finals. It depends. Nitro and Ditto could both stop Varix and losers. I feel like Ditto... How do I feel about this? Who wins this? Also 3-1, 3-1, 3-1, 3-1, 3-1. I'm telling you, game 4 is the most important game.
I hate to use the age-old adage, but like it's kind of if he can, I would say at this level, cycling.
All right, and who knows? Maybe Kermit proves me wrong here. Maybe Kermit takes this and we get biking. We get more biking, but I have a sneaking suspicion that this is gonna very quickly just turn into the Varix show. There's the throw. It's over. It's over. Okay, hold up. Kermit going crazy on the sticks. Big damage. Dude. Are we dead? We are not dead. Did we press something? I don't think we pressed anything. Yeah. All right. Kermit, this is like the one player where game 3 super matters. You need to beat Varix before there's a game 4. Again, if Varix goes up 2-1, it's over. I guess it can go to game 4 if Varix is down a game. But with how Varix is just... Oh... Disgusting, man. Varix, stop playing. Okay, we burst. Great 6P. We find the counter hit close slash. We don't even super. We just delete your health bar. We don't need to. We just want it to go for double sword swipes. You've been decapitated. And this does not look good if you're Kermit anymore. Varrick's up a game. I like the delay on the overhead. Okay, good parry. Okay. We find a little bit of a way out. Great tether there. Gonna get the full combo here. We just run up throw. We try for the cross up, doesn't find it, but we end up getting the counter hit anyways. Dude, Kermit is such a good player. It's just you're fighting a demon right now. You're fighting a Varrick's with a top 1 Nago in the game. You're fighting like debatably the best Nago with top 1 Nago. Top 1 Nago, top 1 Nago, double top 1 Nagos. Like, oh, we find that throw? Are we serious, Varrick's? Kermit, you're giving him too much data. You're giving him too much data. Oh no! Oh no!
Having it dialed in there, close slash, not quite what it once was. Still, a spot like that, you have time to be able to press the jab.
Dude, Varrick's, this is not okay. This is not okay. You are murdering a man on Evo Saturday right now. This is not okay. This is not okay. Oh god. Okay, good blocking. Dude, that's the thing. Kermit's won these game ones and they haven't mattered at all. Oh! Like, Varrick's will mix you up in terms of timing, man. This man is like the best player at just knowing when you press. And he knows the best button to press with. That's the thing. It's not like, we're like, Ditto is amazing at finding the crazy mix-up, where he'll go for a different mix-up, and you just have to know which one he's going for. Varrick's will do the same button, but it's what time am I throwing it out, or am I gonna grab? And dude, Varrick's. Wow, that was again, that was decided by game 2. That Varrick's won that. Just so much fucking earlier. That was a cutscene.
Good as well, because I think a lot of Baikon's strong tools are in the air. Yeah. They cover different angles, like the JS, like back. It's a run back.
Okay, Nitro versus Ditto.
You couldn't write this any better. You could not write this any better. But that's something we're going to get later.
And then we got Cheerio versus Varrick's, which Varrick's is getting to finals at least. I think Varrick's is getting to grands. I think. Oh, dude, it's hard to tell. I feel like Nitro can get to grands, but goddamn, dude, I don't know. Ditto feels like one of those players that is just so intimidating to play.
Listen, if you would like to see Nitro move forward in the winner's bracket, let me
But like Leo's also so good, but like
pretty good.
I don't know. It's such a toss-up. One of these two is getting to grands, obviously. The problem is I don't know which one's getting the grands, and whichever one gets in the grands, the other is not the other's not getting there. The other is losing to Varix in losers finals. I feel it. Varix is winning losers semis against Cherio and then winning the loser of this. And I don't know which one is going to lose this.
In their possession, an opportunity to add to an already storied legacy here. Here we go.
The matches are here.
All right, here we go.
Amazing dash blocking already from Nitro Heat once they get in and get scrapped in. Earth bending.
Okay.
Away from the throw. Nitro knows what's up, and there's the burst early.
We do burst early, and we get called out on our throw. We're taking so much damage.
That would have been it. Movement and dash blocking is so important for Leo in this matchup, 100%.
I'm surprised that hit.
He's going to be able to pressure a little bit greater, so Nitro has to use that quick dash speed to be able to close distance, but dash blocking on those movements is so important.
Okay.
Back row incident.
I was gonna say, if another throw comes out, I was full expecting a flash kick in between a pressure gap, but it doesn't even matter. I feel like this game one doesn't matter too much. This is them feeling each other out. This is what can I get away with, like that. This is what can I get away with. What can I force you to not use anymore in response? Okay.
Wait a minute though. The king of the jungle is still alive. Dash up 2K. He's on a smidgen. Bakes in the corner, takes the explosion. Tries to dash.
No flash kick, surprisingly, at all.
And Red Deal answers back.
Ditto standing just outside of that range.
Dash forward into the jump back. Nitro trying to scheme for something there. Perfect space.
Okay.
Unfortunately, straight afterwards, loses out on the footsies as Red Ditto confirms.
God damn. And like, that's the thing Ditto's trying to do. Ditto is trying to be like, hey, you do not get to walk with the forward stance. The forward armor stance, you do not get to use that against me. I will snipe it out, but this is, Nitro I feel like has not used a lot of flash kicks. Like, I feel like Nitro's usually so good at knowing when to use flash kick. Great grab. What the fuck? Great mash. Great block. This is like exactly what I mean. They're trying to figure out what they can do to each other right now. Oh, we dropped those. Do we just throw it? We don't throw the sword. Oh, we're letting him stay in back turn for so long.
Oh no, but he's much too high in the air. We are going to recover in time. Tries to 6P. Little bit of a
Okay, we're going to burst. I don't hate it. You can't really take a hit, but it doesn't matter. You get caught trying to press something, dash back, whether it was a button or a dash back or a run forward. You got caught in 4K. But okay, Ditto. Yeah, Nitro understanding. Ditto is one of the best players at stealing bursts. So Nitro is literally only pressing burst in areas where he knows he'll be fine. Whether it's because they're in the middle of like a pressure sequence and it's very silly to use burst at like the start of a close slash pressure sequence. Great. Dude, these 6Ps are so good. Great reversal from Ditto though. Okay, Nitro's gotta find a game. It's gotta happen. Dude, again, Ditto has punished Nitro every time for trying to enter the forward guard state. That was a very risky. Oh, you catch that? All right, now you have to deal with a RAM mix-up. God damn. Ditto. I'm learning that Ram can just spam 5k and there is nothing their opponent can do about it. That move is just in your face. Okay. Oh, I like the grab attempt, but I don't think Ditto's ever letting you take that one. Wow, you catch him there. You catch him there. Dude, Ditto's playing fucking amazing tonight. I guess earlier today, but still. This is so fucking good. Yeah, Ditto's getting the... If Ditto gets this round, he's going to Grands. I don't see Nitro... Oh. I had to say something. Nitro heating up.
And that small step forward into 60, you can see even a round start is trying to be the aggressor, trying to be the one asking the questions here. What a
great flash kick.
Have to let him know. It's a back throw. We take that wake up burst from Ditto.
Okay. He's in his head. This is the Nitro we know and love. That's the Nitro we know and fucking love. That was just, hey, no. I'm not getting 3-0'd. That is not happening on my fucking watch. Okay, we try to enter back turn. We force out burst instead. Still really good for... Dude, it has not worked a single time, Nitro. You have to stop going for it. It's such a bad thing in this matchup. Great flash kick, by the way. But Ditto has not let the forward walk, the forward armor work literally one time this whole set. Okay? And you guessed that it was going to be the kick variant, not the punch variant. You get opened up. Okay. Dude, no shot. We get the full... Wow. I was not expecting the full combo there. 2K. Is this it? Dude, these flash kicks from Nitro have been on point today. It hasn't worked once, Nitro! You gotta stop going for it! Okay, we do burst. Ditto just wants to end it here and now. Now you're in the corner.
Ooh, in the top of the dust. It's such a dangerous game to have to play when you're a charge character, knowing that the overhead can come anytime. The system mechanic to beat you out of it gets the throw, chooses not to spend the meter. Oh, and the tap dust again! As we said,
these tap dust, Ditto. Ditto going insane today. Okay, well, it's definitely Ditto versus Varix. I love Nitro, but I don't know. I feel like that somehow that's an omen. That's a fucking omen.
There's so much, I feel like, grandfathered in information when you watch Ditto play, like, oh, just jump up, beat back,
up for it too. Cannot.
Come on.
Big bodies on screen right
Here we go.
Gold Lewis Nago, Varix.
Gold Lewis Nago. This is a glorified cutscene. Maybe not. Maybe Cherio proves me wrong. But from just that start, not feeling good. Oh, okay. The one thing that I do need to, I have to say, might be a huge factor in a matchup like this is the minigun. The minigun and the drone are like the two main saving graces for Cherio. I think if we see a win it's going to be because we are willing to slow down neutral. We're willing to wait until we get drone online. Maybe this super as well.
Oh, but it's too early. It's a knockdown. It's a jump over. No OTG though.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. We get round one. The thing is though, again, Varix genuinely, he starts every single fucking game at like 5 miles an hour. He starts down here, but over the course of the game, he keeps getting better and better and better and better until he's up here. And then once he's up here, he goes from here to fucking here. He goes all the way up. And we might be seeing that already.
Looking like it's gonna be very, very close. Not close. Oh, it is just enough. Pops up in the
I'm surprised that killed. That's a will it kill moment right there. It didn't even look like it was gonna say slash.
In Varix's favor, gets the hit with the Beyblade, delays things a little bit. It's a great timing on the 5H.
Yeah, Varix is already like halfway up the fucking chart right now. There's the minigun. We get space, but it doesn't matter. I feel like drone is the thing you have to use, no? Does drone get beaten out by Beyblade? I feel like that can't be the case.
Cherio tries to make a read with the Skyfish. It's not gonna work. You about to get into a sword fight?
Yeah, no minigun for you today.
Who brings the sword to a gunfight? Apparently Varix, and he wins somehow. The quickest sword in the West.
Oh my god. But I'm just, honestly, the kind of matchup interaction that you identified is really getting out hard here.
Game 1 to Varix, and that is not a good sign.
Very committal on both
If you're Cherio, that is not a good sign.
In that matchup, like aspect so far.
It's like Varix is the worst person to lose against. Because you just can't win the same way. He's doomsday of strike.
Here we go. Great match. Holy.
Oh, he gets the bite. Oh my god.
Okay, there's... We're gonna get enough for the YRC. Okay, we don't use it. Okay.
Yeah, actually, I was gonna say, taking pieces from the fallen foes here. Quick little spend.
Okay. You chose not to jump, and now you have to deal with a pissed off Varix. And that, see, that's the power of drone. Drone gave you all that space. I know it's risky. I know how long it takes to come out, but like that's what you have to use in this matchup. I feel like that it forces Varix. If Varix does not snipe that drone early, it forces Varix to play your game, even if it's only for 5 seconds. You do not want to ever be playing Varix game because Varix is going to fucking march you into the corner with the largest fucking attacks in the world and just keep you there for a year and a half. You have to find time to pull out drone, I feel. And like, yeah, you can use all your meter and you can use everything to go for these overheads and use your security gauge for shit like minigun, but like, I think it's just gotta be drone. It's drone or it's like this kind of letting you find the kill. We're using burst here from Varix. And that makes sense. Okay. We have infinite blood and it doesn't even matter. We just 6P it and you're dead. I feel like you gotta find time to pull out that drone, even if it is to force Varix to push you faster. If you're able to force Varix in earlier, where maybe he doesn't have the resources that he actually needs to be able to put you in the corner correctly, at least like you're forcing him to do something not as optimal. And maybe it doesn't work out, but I feel like drone is the answer here. I feel like slowing down that game plan is just so much more needed than Cherio's realizing. Like, again, don't hard force it, but like, at those full screen scenarios, especially when Varix is at high blood, don't run in, just wait. Just hold off. Give it a second. Like right here, yeah, pull out drone. See? Look how much more space you got. And then, like, slow it down again. Force him to come to you. He does not have... Now he has infinite blood. But for a while, he does not have infinite blood. Drone is giving you shades of brilliance. It's just a matter of... Are you willing to get it more? Like, why are you pressing there? Slow it down. Okay, good jump. Now, use your security gauge for the fuck shit. There's the super. I appreciate the super. We get all that damage. Okay, slow it down. See? Slow it down. Pull out drone. Now he's playing your game. Now he's in the corner. He doesn't have a lot of space to work with. Like, if Cherio was doing this from the start, it's such a different set. I think it's too little too late now. I think Varix now has enough games and enough time to work with to be able to call out when you are going to try and pull drone now, to where you're not going to get it too much. But again, like, look, you're able to get so much space off of just one drone pull. We're no longer using it on minigun, but yeah, that's the problem. That's the problem that inevitably was going to happen, was Varix was going to find the timing. Yeah. Amazing 3-0 from Varix, but good adaptation towards the end there from Cherio. I think it just needed to happen earlier. I think you need to realize that about halfway through game 2 if you want a chance. Because I think you need to take game 2. You need to even it out. Go 1-1. And then you... Once Varix is realizing, oh, he's winning neutral more by pulling drone, I need to find the spots where he wants to pull drone, just raw neutral, and I need to make sure he does not do that anymore. And then if you're Varix, if you're Cherio, the next adaptation to that is the, okay, he now knows when I'm trying to pull drone, I'm gonna make it look like I'm slowing down the game and I'm going to pull out drone, and then the second I see him teleport in, that's when I'm trying to get my other game plan started. That's when I'm, going for my 6P, if it's the teleport forward, decapitation, fucking slash. If it's the Beyblade, that's when I'm jumping, things like that. I feel like good, really good set though. Like, this was 3-0, but you could see Cherio's adaptations towards the end there. And Cherio understanding, like, yeah, I figured it out too late, and I gave him enough time to adapt to what I wanted to do. Again, Varix is a terrifying motherfucker. You cannot let that man heat up. Whoa! We just jumped into a burst. Thankfully, we have no idea who wins this first round, so we're clean. Okay, here we go. Nitro versus Varix.
Loving the crowd here. The action has been so nice. Unfortunately, a touch too short on that one there. Level 1 blood doesn't quite reach.
Okay, we get back turn early. Force this end it though. Great throw. What the fuck? If Nitro wins this, it will be because Nitro figured out the timing to flash kick, I feel. You have the tools to beat Varix It is a question of, are you going to use them effectively? You have the burst options, you have the defensive options, you have the ranged options in neutral. It is a matter of, are you using them effectively, or is Varix gonna roll you over like how Varix is doing right now? And there's the fucking swing.
Not quite what you need. Nitro, a terrible spot to find yourself in, but it's just
okay. Run up grab. We get the overhead. Instantly going to get positive bonus. So we're getting burst. We're getting meter. And there's the super. Okay, I like this. I like this. Nitro.
You know he's ready for those.
There's that flash kick I was talking about. You need to just keep your turn online. Use those. Yes. Okay. Nitro has a chance here. Nitro definitely can. I feel like this goes to game 5. It's who ramps up faster, I feel, is taking this. And there's the throws. There. Oh, Nitro's in his head. Dude, I feel, what's funny, I feel like if you see the second throw, you just gotta assume Nitro's going for the third. He's done it against everyone so far in this top 8.
No blood to work with either. Is going to have to get aggressive here at some point to build up the damage, build up the normals. Now it's contending with a fireball.
And okay, this looks good for Nitro. Does drop it though. That's scary. That's scary. You do not want to rip your burst now because there's meter, and Varix will just call it out. Dude, genuinely, if I'm Varix, I'm insta-ripping that fucking meter. And it doesn't matter. It doesn't fucking matter. Varix is goated.
Straight through with the Shizu. What a finish! And it's Nitro. I mean, where do you go from
And yeah, Nitro annoyed at that. Nitro knew that was his game.
With one of the most unbelievable rounds we've seen.
My mind would be MIA right now. How did he do it?
Okay, Nitro bursting early. I don't hate it. Here's the blood. Literally, we were like touching. We're moving myself over here where there's not a blood meter, because we gotta look at this fucking meter. We gotta stare at it. Good burst from Varix, and this is fucking top level Guilty Gear right now. You can see, like, Nitro's willing to just throw these out again and again because there's not a whole lot that Varix can do without going for a risky option. And then you just punish it. You just find what Varix is going to go for. You rush him down. You force him to guess. You get the throw. Good YRC. And dude, again, these flash kicks are so fucking good from Nitro. I really feel like this goes to game 5. Good 5K. Big counter hit, but we drop. But, oh, why are we mashing there, Nitro? If it's a grab, just take the grab. Take the win. Get out of there. We're using burst there? You gotta slow this shit down immaculately now. You have to make sure. You got too aggressive. And now Varix has you in the corner. Okay, I like the throw, but it doesn't matter. Why did we burst? Nitro. I know you're him, but sometimes you gotta respect that he's also him. Like, you didn't need to take any of this damage if you just held on to your burst from last game. You don't have meter, you don't have burst, and you're mashing. Dude, this is so sad. Nitro, like, has the game plan. Great flash kick. Okay, we cannot get chipped anymore. Okay, we have so... No way, no way, no way, no way! Oh, that was a really good throw.
How in the world do you have the composure to be ready for a situation like that?
That was a really fucking good throw. That if Nitro gets that hit there, Varix is dead. But you're not getting another thing like that if you're Nitro. You needed to close that game out like that, because Varix is not popping blood again like that. Not in an area where you can punish him for it. It's just not happening. Okay, we get the full combo. We get positive. We get all our burst meter back. Not all of it, but like we get enough of it. We'll have deflect shield. Okay, we build up enough meter. We have
a lot of meter being built up here, but Varix under bar of his own as well as the blood gauge up. Great confirm.
Is Varix willing to let this go? Is Varix gonna hold on to this burst? Or does Varix even need it? That's the real question. Does Varix just straight up take this round? You see, Nitro's got to slow it down. Good use of...
No cancel there. Meter! PRC's down!
Oh! Dude, both of them understanding that they cannot press a button or they are fucked is so good. They also both build up burst. I think you... Great flash kick. Holy shit.
Nitro! Has a chance to get on the board here. 2S finds the mark. Varix asking the question for now.
Fine. We find our way in. We force the burst out. We play a little slower. We play defensively. We let Varix use all his fucking blood. And okay. Do not use burst now. You've given up this game. You've given up this game. Do not give him burst. Good. You gave up the game. It is what it, or the round. You have burst, he does not. This is where you need to make it happen. Do not use burst off something dumb, but also don't hold it so long that it fucks you. Okay. There we go. We find our way in. We get mashed on. Okay, we're forced to use burst here. Come on, Nitro.
Oh, but the 2S is a masterclass. A full follow-up. The blood pop sticks to the wall, and a 6H to do it. Varix in full.
Dude, Varix is the fucking GOAT. What can I say? Holy shit. Nitro could have done that too. That's like that was a 3-0, but fuck. Nitro had chance after chance. There were just some the burst in game 2, round 2 was not it. You have to hold your burst there. You are at such a life disadvantage. You're also, I'm pretty sure he bursted while in the corner. So like Varix still has all the screen to play with. And you also don't have enough life to where you'll even build up enough for a deflect shield next round. That was like the biggest factor there, I feel. Like, just again, that burst, obviously it makes sense. And then this was so good from Varix. Baiting out the 1, 2, 3, and then in between the 1 and 2, going for the. Here, hold up! Look at this reaction.
I was a little bit hyped, if you can tell. It's such a shock to the system when he does that kind of thing, right?
You have to capitalize on this more. I feel like going for back turn there is the wrong decision. Varix was literally like next to never ripping the reversal super. I feel like you just go for standard pressure. You let it tick all the way down. Even if you don't get anything off of it, letting blood probably stops right around here after everything's said and done, maybe even lower. It genuinely might just go all the way down to here. But like, I get it. You don't have meter to be able to block another you can't block that much chip anymore. So, like, you have to press something. You have to do something here. So I do get it. It's a hard decision because he has enough for a YRC. You don't really have many options to bait out the YRC. That isn't just like a close slash jump block type deal. Which, like, if he doesn't YRC, then you're just giving up your turn. It is a very hard thing. You're assuming he's flustered. He's not ready for the cross up. And if you get the hit here, you can just kill him for it. But sadly, the throw does come out. And that was, I think, the deciding moment there. And then, yeah, Nitro just did not have the health left here. That was so good, though. Dude, what did I say? Fucking what did I say? Varix, I said it from fucking here. This is such a good route for Varix. I do think he loses, though. I think Ditto wins. With how Ditto was playing in fucking winners earlier.
In the business when it comes to Guilty Gear, it's brought us to this moment. Red Ditto and Varix down to the wire. Evo, I need it from you one more time. Are you ready for Grand Finals?
Here it is.
Game time right away. Varix has been undefeated, undisputed at round start. Red
Oh, all right, forcing the burst early.
I've seen what you've been doing to other players. I'm not them.
Dude, that's been getting everyone today.
What a follow-up, bro. That was crazy.
Bro, you have to think, Dale's been sitting here.
There's the throw. And then, again, this is timing mix-up versus, like, mathematical improbability to guess over and over and over and over again correctly.
Maybe part of that there, because Varix's 2H has been a key portion of the game plan. They're stopping a lot of these approaches. The BRC to make sure you get there in time is so crucial.
Yeah, oh my god. Also a timing mix-up. What the fuck, Ditto? That's my go. Okay, we find our way out, and here it is. We're gonna just continue forcing you to guess again and again and again and again and again. Crazy that 5K just traded with a fucking sword. Okay. Now you have to survive. What the fuck? You find that? You're a maniac. You're a maniac! You find the counter hit and then you just fucking keep him again, like mathematically. How many times are you able to guess until you're inevitably wrong? Ditto is willing to just randomize the fucking wheel of mix-ups that Ram has, and you will eventually be wrong. And unlike someone like Melia, you have enough health to be able to deal with it. You have enough neutral presence to not care. You have the range to not be scared of every single button. Oh my god. Like, okay. But, yeah, there's... Okay, rare fuck up from Ditto, and we get the kill for it. That's the type of shit Varix needs to be doing all set long. If Varix wants to take this, that's the shit that Varix has to do literally the entire fucking time. Is if Red Ditto gives you the slightest inch, you need to kill him for it. Because, he is going to mix you up over and over again, and you are going to cry.
good to go.
Also, the craziest part, this is like one of the weakest Ram has been in a while, I feel. Like, you don't have YRC, or not YRC, you don't have a Red Wild Assault, excuse me. Okay, 1-1. And again, Varix capitalizing off of two mistakes that Ditto made. Big hit, force the burst. Varix does not like blocking high, is what I've learned.
Just the tip, just barely connected. Hit him in the back of the jacket here. Distance closed.
Great 6P. Understanding that that was his way out. Finding a way through. All right, Varix, I see you.
This is so good for him. Back away. What a tech.
Oh, great air throw.
An opportunity now is well closer to the corner here. It's low this time with a secondary sword.
Wait, good on the grab there. But now you don't have your you fucked it up. You didn't have your mathematical guarantee. You had to actually force him to guess in a like more normal 50-50 way, and you were wrong. Instead of the like 80-20 guess. There's the grab. Okay, we have the swords back. Dude, great fucking press. Great burst bait. And that is your life. Dude, that's the thing. Ditto just needs 3 games. Varix needs 6. Ditto can be wrong. Varix cannot. Ditto can be wrong 8 fucking times in a row and still have resources. Because that's just Ram. What's funny is, like, I think the system mechanics hurt Ram more than people think. However, I think it hurt everyone so fucking much. And because Ram got new mix-up tools, like, it doesn't even matter. That's 2-1. Ditto just needs one more, man. I think this is it. I think Ditto's winning.
Even farther forward. It's back to character select for a touch of a slowdown. Red Ditto firmly in the driver's seat as we take a big think before game 4.
Well, I don't even know it as Varix. I don't even know where you start right now to try and approach this. Other than just win neutral and then don't lose it after the burst. You have to win off round start, force the burst, and then win it again. Or you need to force Ditto to use all of his resources faster than he wants to. Like here. Like now, you have more of a fair 50-50. Okay, we're blocking those. Great call out there. Like, Varix is... I see Varix's game plan. It is... I need you to use these resources in this way. And then once you do, I am confident that I can call out what the option is going to be. But I need you to use up these resources first. That killed. Oh my god. Varix. I think this is it. Maybe we get one more round. Maybe we even get another game, but Ditto is just keeping you locked the fuck down. Okay, you find Ditto does not have his other sword It's coming back to him, though, now. Okay, you have to make something happen here if you're Varix. I think you... Genuinely, if you're Varix, I think you use meter there. Okay, we get it here. But, like, again... Dude, what's crazy? We haven't gone for the cross-up once. Like, Ditto is holding shit in the back pocket still. Okay, we're going around 3. Do we see the cross-up this time? I think if the slash sword is thrown, we will see the cross-up if it's mid-screen. Was not expecting all 3 hits, and now again you have to guess. Guessed wrong once, and grab gives you enough time to fuck up a million more times. This is looking like it's gonna be it. Okay, we get the burst, and it doesn't even matter. Heavy slash. God damn, Ditto's just so fucking good. His wire is stuck on his chair. He's wearing the free Chipotle shirt, by the way. Wearing the fucking Chipotle shirt and winning is crazy. God damn. Ditto. Just so cool, calm, and collected, man. That was crazy.
Celebrating flowers, obviously an incredible showing from Varix. Red Ditto, though, celebrating with the crowd, celebrating with the homies. Live in the moment as you should. This is
kind of field champion in their own right, in a different field, coming here to Las Vegas to battle it out.
But like, dude, that finding this is what was insane. That gets the counter hit, and then you keep him stuck. You are far enough away to not get hit by the 6P and for the sword to still fucking hit, and then you get the tap dust and it kills.
I'm a current champ. You're the past.
Hey, listen, a player who has staked his claim again and again, even through moments like that.
And like, Ditto was fine being wrong there, because it forces Varix to think like, okay, he's willing to rip super here. Is he willing to risk it somewhere else now? Maybe when he has more health.
Everybody getting confused by the pop quizzes he continued to put up. I mean, just a fitting win.
Yeah, this is such a good top 8.
Just like the way she's intended. At every single turn, this guy has just perfectly shown off the strength of the character here. As we got one.
Yeah, that was beautiful from fucking Ditto. But all right, that is literally all I wanted to do tonight, was watch Evo top 8 for Strive. So I'm gonna head off again. But yeah, this was really fun. I wish I was able to catch this live, but sadly I was working, so I had to wait till I got home, and then I wanted to eat and shower and chill for a half second. But I'm gonna go probably watch some anime or something, and then probably head to bed. So